Hello from Shin-Osaka station in, well, Osaka, Japan. It's Patrick here, your trusty guide to the skies, the seas, and today, the tracks. Hold on tight as we speed into the world of the Shinkansen, Japan's super-fast bullet train. I'm Patrick Hughes and this is Planet Patrick.
Japan's bullet train has long been on my bucket list, so I'm taking a trip just before Christmas on one of the most popular routes in Japan, from Osaka to Tokyo.
I made my booking online through a third-party supplier that operated mainly in English, so that was kind of handy for me and was widely recommended through people including the man in seat 61, who's very reliable when it comes to trains. I was sent a PDF and a QR code, which I now have to take to a ticket office or a ticket machine to print out and make sure that my seat is reserved as I think it is.
Japanese train stations can be more than a little confusing if it's your first time using them. I've used the Tokyo Metro before and remember going to the wrong station on more than one occasion. I've arrived at the station in lots of time to go to the ticket office to try to print out my ticket. First I go to the right hand side to speak to an agent and then notice there's no line up for the machines. I try to use my QR code with the machine and it just doesn't work, so I get back into line to speak to an agent.
Can I pick up a ticket? Oh, I can use this at the gate, so I don't need a separate print. Okay, I tried to get a paper one and it wouldn't work. No, okay, so just...
This is ticket.
Okay, that is my ticket. Fine. Thank you very much. I appreciate your help. Arigatou gozaimasu. Well, I found that a little bit confusing. In the information about the ticket I was sent, it said that you could use the QR code that it provided with a password to print out a physical ticket, which I prefer to do. And the lady said, no, that is your ticket. But that's in opposition to the information that I was sent. So I'm sure it'll all be fine when we try to get on board. He says, hopefully. I've come outside for a second because it's so crazy busy in there. Today I'll be on board a Nozomi train, number 356, whizzing from Osaka to Tokyo in green class, which is equivalent to first class on the Shinkansen. Now there's many different types of Shinkansen, and on this route there's three: Hikaru, Sakura, and mine, which is Nozomi. While all of them promise a swift and smooth journey, Nozomi steals the spotlight as the fastest train on this route. The Nozomi train cuts through the Japanese landscape at an astonishing 300 kilometers per hour, that's around 186 miles per hour, living up to its name, Nozomi, which means hope in Japanese. The Nozomi has fewer stops than the other two types of trains, meaning it gets you there faster. My train is now showing up on the board. Nozomi 356, departing at 11:57 from track 27. Whenever I came through the gate there, I really wasn't expecting this to print out, but this is a seat information ticket. It's seat 10A, which is a window seat, in car number 9. Now, we do need to talk about food. Hi. Okay, no problem. Arigatou gozaimasu. The Shinkansen on the Osaka to Tokyo route were once known for the quality of their onboard service, particularly the snack trolley. The fact that so many people now bring their own food on board meant that the snack trolley fell out of favour. And in October of 2023, the snack trolley was removed entirely from the Osaka to Tokyo service. It's been replaced by a service where you scan a QR code, order yourself a drink, and have it brought to your seat. Just in case that's not up and running, I decided to get something to eat here. Now, as you can see, everywhere is absolutely jammed in the station. It's a Saturday after all. And so, as much as I would have loved to have gotten a bento box, there was no chance of me getting to one before the train service. And so, it's a sandwich and a drink for me.
I had hoped to see one bullet train before getting on board my own, and by happenstance, two pulled into the station at the same time. I had to stand right at the end of the platform. And I think this is really interesting. This staff member appears to perhaps be doing a changeover with the driver. If you understand what's going on, let me know. And I think there's something very charming that happens in Japan, which is, of course, those kind of gentle, respectful bows.
In case you're wondering what's going on and why I'm not getting on that train, God, it's loud. This is the train or two before mine. They seem to go every 10 to 15 minutes, something like that. And I wanted to get a couple of nice pictures for the thumbnail and social media. But I'll also be in car number 9, seat 10A. You might notice that up on board there it says it's an N700. That means it's the fastest type of Shinkansen on this particular route, capable of the highest speeds between Osaka and Tokyo. Before we speed off to Tokyo, be sure to hit that subscribe button and let's enjoy this Shinkansen adventure together. And just like that, the train arrived. I'm still getting used to using an iPhone for vertical and a regular camera for landscape, so forgive me, occasionally the phone shows up in some of my shots. There's a great luggage rack here in the hallway between carriages 9 and 10, so I popped my bag on there and made my way towards my seat. To be honest with you, I could have put my small rollerboard bag up here above my seat if I had wanted to. At first glance, this looks very comfortable. The seats are kind of carpeted. It has that kind of feel. You'll see the guy in front of me has already reclined his seat the entire way, but I've still got lots of room. Looking at the seat back, there's a net bag where you can put your personal items, and the footrest has a couple of different positions that we'll explore a little bit later. For now, I'm putting my iPad in there, but I'm not sure I'm going to get a chance to watch anything because this journey is relatively short up to Tokyo. Let's put down the table and put out my little sandwich and drink. I love a Japanese sandwich. Honestly, I think my favorite one is egg. But if you watch a lot of TikTok, you'll know that strawberry sandwiches are a thing. Each passenger has their own plug socket. It's positioned here in the armrest between the two seats. I'm going to use my adapter, which is great for working and also recharging my phone and iPad on the go. And now it's time to get going and leave Shin-Osaka station and start our journey all the way to Tokyo. And off we go. It's a real no-no to talk on Japanese trains, so voiceovers from here on out.
Time for a closer look at some of the amenities around my seat. There is free Wi-Fi on board. I couldn't get it to connect, I'm afraid. If you look at carriage 10 here, there's a smoking room. I'm not a huge fan of those anymore. I'm in carriage 9. The 3 seat controls in your armrest control this light. This indicates that the power is in use. And finally, there's a seat warmer, which I'm enjoying at the moment. The key advantage of green class on these trains is that the carriage has a 2-2 configuration and the seats are both deeper and wider for comfort. It's possible to place the footrest in 2 positions. The first position, this one, with the carpeted side up, can be enjoyed with your outdoor shoes. You can also flip down this little platform, and what I didn't know at the time and now know is that this side is to be used without shoes. Sorry about that, green class people. That's about it for the seat. I'm going to enjoy these views as we hurtle through Japan.
Kyoto. I thought there was going to be no service at all, but then a lady came through and handed out just little hand wipes. I mean, so that's something.
Service are available in the green cars number 8 to 10. For more information, please refer to the leaflet on the seat net pocket in front of you.
Toilet report. First of all, this had not been kept clean. I had to flush it whenever I came in, but that's down to the last passenger, not always the staff members. Apart from that, it's pretty big in here. I don't know whether this is the same in all of the classes or just in green class that it's so big, but hopefully it's the same everywhere. Nice little sink here, loo roll, a twilight zone, a place to dispose of diapers, and a seat cleaner. Oh. Okay. There's a place here to change a baby as well, which is very sensible. This being Japan, they've got lots of lovely little extras, including a bum spray, bidet, and a seat opener and closer. Let's give that a go. Love that. Very helpfully, there's information on how to use a toilet.
As I leave the bathroom, something catches my eye, and I have to admit I'm a little bit nosy on board these trains. There's a sink in the carriage. I tried to work out why that was there, and I discovered that there was a urinal behind this door. So of course there needed to be a sink as well.
I wanted to talk for a second about the different classes of service. Now, for Nozomi trains that go between Tokyo and Osaka, there's two classes of service. Ordinary or standard class, and green car, which is where I am. Ordinary is your regular everyday standard class. It's known to be very comfortable and it's a bit more budget friendly. They have both reserved and unreserved seats. Green car is, I suppose, a kind of first class service. On this Nozomi train, seats are extra wide, they're a bit more plush, you've got a touch more leg room. And it also has its own smoking carriage if that's something that you like. I don't think there should be any, but there we go. If you've heard of Grand Class, it's the premium service offered on some other Shinkansen trains, such as the Tohoku, Hokuriku, and Hokkaido Shinkansen. That's definitely a seat I'd like to try, but that'll be another day. Green car is the tip-top travel choice available on today's train.
With some bad weather in the distance, I was hoping against hope that I might get a glimpse of Mount Fuji, but it wasn't to be. It's somewhere behind that cloud stack over there. I can't even be sure exactly where.
Shinkansen をご利用くださいましてありがとうございました。
We will soon make a brief stop at Shinagawa.
While I'm getting my bags down, let me tell you a bit about the price with baolao.com. It's an approved third-party site that operates mainly in English. It came to 22,000 yen, as you can see on the screen. That's about £115 sterling, $140 US dollars, or 135 euros. I thought that was a pretty good deal for what was involved.
I think we're about to arrive in Tokyo.
In a few minutes. Passengers going to the Chuo, Yamanote, Heihin Tohoku, Tohoku, Takasaki, Joban, Sobu, and Keio lines, or to the Tohoku, Joetsu, and Hokuriku Shinkansen trains, or to subway lines, please change trains here at Tokyo Terminal.
I almost can't believe we're here already. 2 hours and 24 minutes from Osaka to Tokyo on board the Shinkansen Nozomi 356. What a fantastic experience. I want to go back again. If this was your first visit to Planet Patrick, this is a small channel. I'd be so grateful for a subscribe, a like, or clicking on the notification bell. Any little intervention helps YouTube's algorithm share my kind of content with other people who might enjoy it. This was a fantastic experience on board the Shinkansen, and I feel very privileged that I was able to enjoy it. Until the next episode of Planet Patrick, take care. Bye bye.